In Never After Dark, a wandering medium, Airi, spends her life guiding restless spirits out of the world of the living. Summoned to an isolated country house, she comes face to face with a grotesque apparition with powers that defy Airi's experience. As she digs deeper into the house's past, a secret comes to light, and Airi finds herself hunted by a far more unpredictable force. For the first time, her greatest adversary is not the supernatural, it's the living. Never After Dark is directed by Dave Foyle, and he has directed films such as Surrogate Valentine and Man from Reno, and Never After Dark just debuted at the 2026 South by Southwest Film Festival. Never After Dark is a very fresh take on the haunted house genre of horror that has been done many times before, but this film injects a lot of fresh new ideas and a lot of surprising twists along the way that I definitely highly recommend checking out this film, Never After Dark. In Never After Dark, Mureke Hoshi from the Shogun series, she plays a traveling medium, and she just goes to she gets hired, she gets letters in the mail from people who want to hire her. They see ghosts, and Mureke realizes that these spirits are trapped in between. So when they pass away, they're trapped in this like spirit world where they haven't passed on to the afterlife yet. And Mureke's job is to help these spirits pass from this like spirit world to the afterlife. And when we meet Mureke Hoshi, she is driving in her car to this like country house that she's been hired to go to, and she's traveling with her sister, but her sister is dead. She's in the spirit world, and in this movie, her sister, only Mureke Hoshi can see her in a reflection, like in a reflection of a mirror, or reflection in a glass cabinet or something like that. So, and only her sister can see her. And her sister passed away many years ago. She was poisoned, and her older sister, Mureke Hoshi, feels guilty about it, but that's a theme that we'll get onto later. Mureke Hoshi, she's been hired by a mother-son who, they're property developers. They buy abandoned like properties and kind of remodel them and then resell them, I guess. And Taeko Kimura plays the mother, and Kento Kaku plays the son. And there's this country house that used to be a hotel, and now it's a residence, and they want to remodel it. But one day, Taeko Kimura, she sees a ghost, and so she wants to hire Mureke Hoshi to. And this ghost only appears at like 12 o'clock, either during the day or at night time, and sometimes makes strange phone calls. And so Taeko Kimura wants Mureke Hoshi to help with this situation. Her son, played by Kento Kaku, thinks that Mureke is a bit of a scam artist, doesn't really believe in this type of thing, but Mureke insists that she has to stay at this house by herself while their mother and son stay at a hotel nearby. So Mureke Hoshi, with the help of her dead sister, they try to get in touch with this spirit that it's a man it's a young man who is wandering around this house. Mureke Hoshi, she has this device, this kind of like hypnotizing mirror. So it's like a circle mirror, and it has lights around the side. And when Mureke Hoshi, she has to put a candle next to the light, and then she spins the like mirror, the circular mirror, and to try and like hypnotize herself. And then she her real body passes away, and then she enters the spirit world. And when she enters the spirit world, she can interact with these spirits that are trapped in this like intermediate world between the living and the dead. And when she's in this spirit world, Mureke Hoshi, she tries to talk with this man at this country house, and but she just has to kind of like day by day, she has to keep continually talk to this man and monitor him and see what he's doing. Like, he seems to have some kind of goal. Like, he goes into this room, keeps going to this room and scratching and trying to find something. He seems to be after something. But her sister is quite scared. She thinks that this instant, because she's done Mariko Hoshi she's very confident in the spirit world, and her sister is a bit scared. She thinks that this scenario is much more dangerous than they've ever seen before. And each time she enters this spirit world, it gets more and more dangerous. Like the second time she enters this spirit world, she almost gets captured by this man, and she grabs her arm, and she just manages to blow away the candle so she can re-enter the real world. But it's at the 1 hour of the film, 1 hour mark of the film, when things really change and the plot really spins into different directions. And we meet a man played by Matsuo Yoshioka, and he rides his bicycle to this abandoned house during the day when Mariko Hoshi is by herself at this place, and he's like, oh, I used to stay at this place when it was a hotel, and is it okay if I go into my room? But Mariko Hoshi, she recognizes this man as the same spirit as the man who's in the house. So, and she recognizes that he is different to other spirits. He has re-entered back into life. He hasn't gone on to, so he's passed away, but he hasn't gone on to the spirit world. And so Mariko Hoshi is quite scared by him, because he is living and not dead. We find out this spirit this real life spirit played by Matsuo Yoshioka, he is sort of like a serial killer. He's like killing people, and he thinks he has some kind of idea that, and he doesn't have a soul. He wants to gain somebody's soul so he can not die. He wants to continue living in real life and do crazy stuff. And he has some idea that if he takes the teeth of certain people, then he can gain the soul of that person and then still live a normal life. Never After Dark is an extremely well-made film. The location that they've chosen in this film, there's this kind of like abandoned house that used to be a hotel. It's very spooky, and even during the daytime, because Mariko Hoshi, she only does her work during the daytime. She never crosses over to the spirit world at nighttime. Hence the title of the film, Never After Dark. And even during the daytime, this house is creepy. Like when you go in the house during the daytime, it's lit very, very darkly. And when Mariko Hoshi starts to enter the spirit world, it's just the way the camera focuses on this man just walking around the house. He's not really much of a threat at the beginning, but it's just the musical score and the lighting and the way he's just walking around the house is quite spooky. And when we do get very glimpse images of him, this man, like he has a very grotesque face. It's like his chin has been, he's down the bottom, and it's been like his mouth has been like hit by something, which we find out later in the film he has. And this film relies based mostly on practical effects and camera effects and lighting effects throughout the film. And the CGI elements of the film are just really only used for if necessary. I'll just give a shout out to the performances in this film. Mariko Hoshi as the traveling medium, she's really holds the film together. And Kento Kaku and Taru Kimura as the mother-son combination. Towards in the final act of the film, they end up helping Mariko Hoshi quite a lot in the final act of the film, and they really get in a lot of danger. But the standout in this film is this creepy man played by Matsuo Yoshioka. Straight away, as soon as he enters the picture, you just know something's off, and he just really gives us such a commanding, creepy performance in this film. I give Never After Dark 4 stars out of 5. I highly recommend checking out this fresh, new idea on the haunted house horror genre. It mixes fresh new ideas like traveling into the medium world, and just uses a lot of practical effects and lighting effects, and the musical score really combined to make a really frightening, extremely well-made haunted house genre thriller, and with a standout performance as a creepy man played by Matsuo Yoshioka. So I highly recommend checking out this film, Never After Dark. Thanks for watching. What do you think of Never After Dark? Please comment below what you thought of the film. See you next time. Bye.